Are you guys ready? It's my coming out story. Five years ago, this was around the time when I had my first kind of coming out experience. November of 2010, which was my sophomore year of high school, my mom found stuff on my computer, and I will say materials. I don't care what you guys think it is. My mom was kind of dumbfounded, and so she asked me, like, are you gay? Are you bi? And I said I was bisexual. I came out as bisexual to most people when I first started coming out because, one, I wasn't really sure, but two, it was kind of less scary. And I will explain how it became gay later on. First thing she said was, I want grandchildren. Of course. When my mom found those things on my computer, you could tell she was very, very uncomfortable with what had just happened. You could tell that it was going to be kind of a strange topic for her to contemplate for the next however long. But that was that. That was kind of the first experience I had with coming out. But continuing on my sophomore year, slowly, very slowly, started telling very select, specific friends, very trustworthy friends that I thought I could trust with this, and just sharing with them just to kind of feel comfortable talking to somebody and being able to be myself with certain people, until I felt like comfortable just being myself all the time. One of the people that found out was not someone I told. Somehow, someone, of course, in a very small town, in a very small school, leaked what I had told them to someone, and then someone that I used to be very close with found out. This person was kind of upset. This person was kind of talking about me behind my back. They weren't telling people I was gay, but they were hinting at that. And I wasn't okay with that. Especially being I used to be very close to this person. Eventually, I got sick of it. Posted something online about that person.
Before you ask me, what the heck were you thinking, Mitch? That was a terrible idea. I wanted to tell you, I didn't just hide behind a computer screen. Before I went online, I did confront this person and ask them what the heck were they doing, why were they doing it, and express to them my feelings about what they were doing. And this person basically lied to me, told me that they weren't doing this and had no idea what I was talking about, when I had multiple people telling me that they were doing this and actually witnessing it.
Ah. And the next day, I got into a verbal fight in the middle of class with that person's sister and another member of their family. So what happened in that argument was, in the midst of the argument, one of them bursted out, just to kind of abrupt everything, bursted out, if this is about the whole you being gay thing, everybody knows. And I looked around and jaws had dropped. The room was quiet, and then we kept going. The reason why I didn't try and refute it or defend myself against it was because it was true. But also, it happened. There was nothing I could do, so you move on. And it happened. So I was outed. The dispute got cleared up that day that the argument happened, because we got sent to the office, of course. The one that didn't out me, of the two that were arguing with me, she actually came up to me later that day and said, I am so sorry. I did not know that she was going to say that. And I just said, you know what? Thank you, but it happened. There was a moment after that fight where I thought maybe I could talk to those people, get them to kind of be quiet for a little while longer. But then I realized at that point I had a decision, after being outed in that classroom, of avoiding the subject and kind of ignoring what happened and lying to people if they asked me, and lying to myself. Or I could take this moment and go with it. I could be who I was, take that opportunity, and just, if people asked me about it, I would be honest with them from that day on. And I chose that route. I decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna love myself, I'm gonna be comfortable with myself, and I'm gonna let myself be myself by telling people who I really am and just not caring what anybody else thinks. So I did that. And yeah, I started to do that, I should say. Like, I eventually got to that point where I just don't care what anybody thinks. You can't just, bam, have the confidence of a superhero. Shortly after this happened, I realized I had not told my father yet. And in a small town, like I had mentioned, people know things. People, find out things quickly. And I would much have rather my dad find out from his son, me, than anybody else in that town. I sat down in the living room with my dad and I told him, Dad, I'm bisexual. And he was confused. He didn't really understand how you could like or be attracted to both. And I just tried to explain it as best I could, but he was really uncomfortable with it at first, and I kind of just like gave him his space with it. Very quickly after I told my dad, I kind of just shrugged off the bisexual thing, and I just kind of presented myself as gay. And not that I like presented myself as a homosexual, but when people would ask me about it, I would say that, or I would write it as that, or I would I knew I was gay. And so that's what it was from then. After I came out, that year was just, like I said, me kind of like developing and unraveling and just really becoming the person that I was meant to be. And I remember my junior year, one of my friends, a close friend that I spent a lot of time with, telling me like, I'm so happy that you are you. And I was like, what do you mean? And she said, you just have such confidence and you're so yourself, and we can all see that in the best way. Like, her just saying that was so amazing. I just wanted to be confident. I wanted to be myself, and I was confident in being myself. That was really important. And I just gave other people respect as I kind of wanted it back. And it's just, I don't know. I had a really good run. I had a really good coming out experience. And even though I was outed, I took the experience and went with it. I didn't fight it. So I'm actually thankful that it happened, and that's why I'm telling you guys this story. There weren't as many bumps in the road as many other people experience, and I get that. I was very blessed with my coming out experience, but it did challenge me, as it does anybody. It really showed me how much support I have and how much power and strength I have. And I'm very thankful for it. So that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. And it's like right around the time that I first came out to my mom, which was like the first thing that ever happened. So yeah. Woo! Okay, so that was fun. Yeah. So that's my coming out story. Woo! Finally, it's like already out on the internet. Who cares? But anyways, I will see you guys next Friday on WHYsoQUEERIOUS. All right. Have a great Thanksgiving. And remember to think about the things that you're thankful for. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bam! And I love all of you. Bye, guys.